Hello, brothers and sisters. So, this video is going to be a little bit different from my usual content on this channel. It's not going to be as structured as my usual videos. There's probably not going to be as many edits. Nothing is scripted. I've kind of just had a lot on my mind over the past few days, and I just kind of wanted to talk them out here on camera, and maybe if there's something valuable you can get out of it, then I'll probably put it on the channel. I've been doing YouTube for a little over a year now. I've been uploading content regularly to this channel, and I guess recently I've been kind of struggling, with my identity on this platform. Like, who am I on YouTube, if that makes sense? Like, am I the music reviewer guy? Am I a reaction channel? Am I the Christian guy? Am I the political guy? Am I the sports guy? Am I a Christian rapper? Am I a YouTube rapper? I don't know. I feel like I've been trying to juggle too many things lately. Another thing I really struggle with, and this isn't just recently, this has been pretty much my whole life, is comparison. Especially since I started making music, I've just been kind of like, oh, well, I'm not gonna be as good at punchlines as like Lil Wayne is, or I'm not as good at writing as Kendrick Lamar is, or I'm not as good at rhyming as, like, I don't know, Crypt or Dax are on YouTube. The comparison game is absolutely killer. Like, it can completely derail your own unique journey. So that's one thing I've been struggling with, is comparing myself to other artists and other content creators on this channel. Because, like, when I first started uploading to this channel, I knew for sure exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about music. I wanted to review albums. I wanted to react to some songs. All that stuff. I wanted to do the top 10 lists at the end, the year-end lists. I loved making those videos. And I still want to do all that, but, like, I also really love talking about sports. I also really love talking about politics, as inflammatory as that can get sometimes. Recently, since the quarantine started, I really love talking about Christianity. I love talking about my beliefs, and I love talking about the Bible and all that stuff. I've been reading this thing for months now, since almost every day since the quarantine started, and it has been amazing, and I just want to share it with the world. I don't know, I just feel like lately I've needed to rediscover my love for making videos and for making music, and my love for this platform in general. And I know I just said don't do the comparison game, but I am going to compare myself a little bit to a content creator that I'm a huge fan of, and you probably know him too. His name is Bill Wurtz. Bill Wurtz is the guy who did the History of the Entire World, I guess, video, and he did the History of Japan video, and he also has a whole bunch of songs up on his channel. The thing about Bill Wurtz that really resonates with me, though, is, just who he is. He's so uncompromising. You get a strong sense that he doesn't just make videos to please his audience. He doesn't just write songs that are going to blow up and get millions of views. He's not, he doesn't, I don't think he makes content with that in mind. He just writes songs because it's what he likes to do, and he writes songs about things that he likes, and he's authentic to himself in that process. Like you could go watch any one of his videos. They're outlandish, they're silly, but that's who he is. And you might be thinking, well, he's just putting on that persona for YouTube. But if you look up any of his interviews, you can definitely see that side of him still comes across when he's talking to people. Maybe he's just really good at playing a character, I don't know, but I mean, I have no reason to believe that, you know, this isn't at least a part of who he is. It might be slightly exaggerated just a little bit, but for the most part, I do believe that this is authentic to him. And I think there's something to be said about that, you know? Like, everybody who is creative, everybody who wants to make videos or make music or do paintings or sculpting, like, everybody should be doing those things because it's what they like doing, not for the reaction of an audience. And that's what I feel like I've been doing over this past year. I haven't been so much... I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love making videos, and I love making music. Making music has meant a lot to me over the years, and it got me through some really tough times in my life. But recently I've kind of come to the realization that, like, I get caught in that trap of making videos to try and chase the reaction that I can get from an audience, to fill a void. And like, I feel like there's a void inside of me that I've been trying to fill with the reaction that I receive from my audience. There are holes inside of me, to be sure, but those holes can't, no offense, people who watch my videos, but those holes can't be filled by your views or your comments or your likes. They can only be filled by God. And as I've kind of gone down this more spiritual road over the past few months, I've more come to this realization. And this isn't just me talking to myself either. This is advice. If you're trying to, if you're trying to write songs, if you're trying to make videos, if you're trying to be an artist of any kind, make art that speaks to you. Make art that pleases you. Don't make art to try and please an audience. Don't go chasing that reaction. It's like chasing a buzz, it's like chasing a high, like the reaction you get from an audience, it makes you feel good, and if people like you for the stuff that you create, that feels good, but it goes away. And I felt that. I felt the highs and lows of chasing the reaction of an audience, because I'll have videos that are on this channel that'll do really well and get over 100 to maybe 200 views, a bunch of likes and some positive comments, and that'll feel really good, and I'll ride that high for a little while. And then the very next video that I upload after that won't do as well. It will probably get like 20 or 30 views maximum, and then I just kinda hit the bottom of the valley, if you will, and it makes me question things like, is my content any good? Am I worth anything on this channel? And that's another thing, like, my self-worth really gets wrapped up in this stuff, because I'm trying to be as authentic to myself as I can throughout this creative process. But as I continue down this road, I feel like I should try at least to take a page out of Bill Wurtz's playbook, and just to make content that make videos about things that I like. I should make more videos about football because I love football. I should make more videos about Christianity because I love talking about Jesus with people, and not really worry about whether or not I'm going to get a high off them from the view count. I love you guys, I really do, and I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos, but do you get what I mean? Kind of bring God into this for a second, if you would allow me to. I watched a sermon by Dr. Vodi Balcom, who, if you haven't heard of him, you should really look him up. He is an excellent speaker and a fantastic preacher. But one of the things he said in one of his sermons was that he was talking about creation, and God created things because they were functional God created, God created trees to produce oxygen, and he created water and so that, we could drink it and we could survive and all that good stuff. But he didn't create everything just because it served a functional purpose. Some things in this world God created just because they were beautiful. The things we make don't always have to serve a practical purpose. We can just make things because they're beautiful and they need to be seen. Like, why does an artist paint a waterfall? He doesn't paint that waterfall because we can use it for some kind of material gain. He paints that waterfall because it's beautiful and because more people need to see it. So keep that in mind if you're an aspiring YouTube content creator, if you're an aspiring musician or an aspiring artist. Don't create things to get views. Don't create things for reactions. Don't create things that will serve you. Create things just because they're beautiful and because they're worth creating and they're worth being looked at. And I think that's all I have to say on this specific topic. And just to kind of put a bow on things, just to kind of make this all, if there's one takeaway that I want you to have from this video, it would be to just be yourself. If you're a creative person, be creative and create things because because they're beautiful and because they need to be seen. If you're an intellectual person, then think and question things and try to find answers to the difficult questions in the world. If you're a numbers guy, if you're a math guy, or if you do things because you like to do them and because you're passionate about doing them. So yeah, that's really about it. I'm not gonna do an outro for this video. I'm just gonna kind of give you a call to action, I guess, to just be yourself, be creative, and be the person that God made you to be. Thank you for watching. I love you guys.